Hey guys, fancy doing something a little bit different today. Rather than doing a deep dive into a productivity system or a step-by-step guide, I'm just going to go through a really interesting question that came up on the Reddit forum for Notion. That's our Notion. For those that aren't aware, the forum is just a place where people sort of answer and ask questions, upload dashboards, things like this. It's a really great place to be if you want to learn everything there is to know about Notion. So without further ado, here's the question. Does anyone else here think that a lot of people in this community create dashboards, etc., just for the sake of creating stuff on Notion? I thought this question was poignant and important to answer with a tool like Notion because it really does offer completely unlimited freedom and flexibility. I'm sure we've all gone down that rabbit hole before where what we've started is just trying to create a way to track our meditation habit, and we've ended up spending the best part of the day creating some really comprehensive habit tracker that links to everything else and has really nice emojis everywhere. So yeah, I just thought this was a great thing to have a look at. And I think to answer this, we just need to ask ourselves a fundamental question before we start using Notion, which is, am I here to be productive or am I here just to have fun? Now, it seems like some people really do just enjoy using Notion. They enjoy playing around with everything. They enjoy creating the pixel perfect dashboard or productivity system, and that's great. If you enjoy using Notion as much as you like reading or going for a walk or doing some exercise or whatever other people's hobbies might be, then that's absolutely fine, as long as you're sitting down and being honest with yourself that the goal here isn't to be productive, it's just to have fun. Having said that, I believe that the vast majority of people who use Notion are actually using it because they want to be productive. And the fact that it's just a fun and enjoyable tool to use is a bonus. And I really think that it's these people who, by my way, I definitely include myself in, who are most sort of likely to procrastinate away their time by creating these, incredible systems or dashboards. And the reason for that is, like, when you're using Notion and you're doing something with an end goal in mind of, I'm going to create this system, it certainly does feel productive. It certainly does feel like work, but it's not work at all. And our brain is very sneaky in this way, just because it's not TikTok or Instagram or, some of a tool that we might while away our time on, we can very easily tell ourselves this narrative that while we're working on a Notion system, it is being productive. Now, productivity is, by its definition, the output of useful work. And for 99% of people here, unless your career is making Notion templates, there's no way that you could argue that creating a really perfect system is going to be actually useful work. Creating a meditation tracker and ticking off the exercise each time you do it, that isn't the productivity. The productivity is doing the meditation. Creating a really sort of slick system to manage all of your content. That is not the productivity. It's creating the content that is the productive thing to be doing. And while these systems can, definitely ease the process, I do think there's a danger to sort of over-optimizing them and over-engineering that's going to distract us from doing the actual work required, which is that productive output. There's actually a term for this, which someone mentioned in the Reddit forum, which is called action faking. And I really like the term because, it's sort of obviously a play on, action taking, but you're pretending to yourself that you are taking positive actions. That's why I think it's really important when we're using a tool like Notion, which is just so enjoyable to use and, can keep us engaged for hours and hours, that we're really, really crystal clear on what is the output that we're trying to achieve here. Because if all I want is a way for me to track a meditation habit, what's wrong with just setting up something in 5 minutes that's a checkbox? Why do I then have to go spending hours and hours on something that fundamentally isn't productive? I think when using a tool like Notion for productive purposes, it can be really helpful to just answer 2 questions before you begin. The first one is, what am I trying to achieve here? And the second one is, how many hours or how much time am I willing to spend on this? And then we can keep ourselves honest to, are we productively procrastinating by over-engineering this system, or are we actually doing something useful? Also bear in mind that you can always build on the system in the future if the need requires it. I like to take the approach of a minimum viable product when I'm using Notion. So that means, what's the minimum work that I can do that's going to meet the goal that I've set of this system. And then if I find that that's then not good enough or I need to add things to it, I can just do that in my own time. So yeah, I hope you found some interest in that, just my opinion on something that I think is really important, a really great question raised on the forum. So that's my thoughts, but I'm really interested to hear about what you think about this matter. Are we wasting time creating these great systems and, making everything great, or is it just something that we should chill out about and just enjoy? So let me know in the comments what you think and start the conversation. If you like this video, I'll also leave a playlist of Notion guides that you can check out here. And thanks a lot and enjoy the rest of your day.